Compassion Cafe was a beautiful way to bring learning, the evidence-based practices of self-compassion into a social setting, which made it much more enjoyable to participate in and to learn. Bringing people together to chat is a wonderful thing to do for social connection, but when you have a vulnerable group who's experienced a great deal of trauma, you have to be careful about what they chat about so that they don't activate or trigger each other with complicated stories. So by teaching self-compassion, they focus on something that is good and positive, and they leave every session feeling better than when they arrived.
For me to go into Compassion Cafe, I think really it was just about trying to carve out some me time. I think when you love an alcoholic, your life can be very chaotic, and I think your own self-care gets lost in that. So for me, I think taking sort of an hour out to come to Compassion Cafe was about trying to do something just for me, not for work, not for children, not for family, not for anyone else, but just for me.
I've recently been through some trauma the last few months, and I wasn't in a very good place, and I think I spent the last few months not really caring for myself.
My husband had passed away on New Year's Day, and I was actually looking for bereavement support.
I think it was nervous, not really knowing what I was walking into or the people that I was with, but it very quickly became apparent that actually everyone was there for the same reasons, everyone was there for sort of their own well-being, and actually the group atmosphere was lovely. You know, it's a lovely cafe that we've come to, lovely chai tea, you know, it very quickly became relaxed, and you know, it just sort of created a sense of warmth and safety.
A warm welcome, so I didn't feel quite so isolated.
Doing the group for the first time was amazing because I'd been shielding my husband during the pandemic, and this was actually my first time at being in a group socialising. We all put badges on and introduced ourselves slowly. Everything was really calm and warm and welcoming, caring, and you just felt safe and secure.
It was about taking the time to work on my own well-being. There are lots of techniques there to help. There are breathing techniques, things like self-touch, and I think that is things that are really easy to take away with you. Certainly sort of the breathing techniques are very easy to do when you're at work, when you're at home, you can fit them in very easily. So I do think, you know, they're techniques that you can use in your everyday.
One of the main things for me was just trying to actually embed this idea of self-care as something that I could do all the time, because I'd completely lost self-care. I'd kind of lost myself. So I didn't even consider myself. So even just trying to consider myself and then having this toolbox of techniques that I could use, but by coming to the cafe regularly, then that helped embed this practice of self-care.
Greatly from taking part in the Compassionate Cafe. I've got the tools now of how to be kinder to myself, self-compassion. They're tools that I can use in everyday life, even today when I'm feeling like I need to look after myself better.
The Compassion Cafe has taught us a great deal about the impact that we can have teaching micro moments of self-compassion. And this is something that we're looking at introducing a whole learning series with in a variety of settings.